Por favor. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday Sessions. Now, obviously this isn't my back garden. We don't want to fucking film in the snow and rain anymore. So we've decided to come to sunny Mallorca. Sunny Mallorca, an hour and 40 minutes away. Don't pay for business class because it means nothing. I don't fly business class because I think I'm bougie. I just fly business class because I'm a bigger guy and I need legroom. And it turns out on a small flight, on a short haul flight, that business class means it's still the same chairs, but instead of putting a third person in the middle of you, they just give you that extra space, which means nothing for legroom. So it's like this for an hour and 40 minutes. But we're here now, and we're going to cook some beautiful food. So as it's not my back garden, I don't have all the kit and the equipment that we need to do the stuff that we normally do. I don't have gas burners, I don't have fucking the smallest things like a microplane. But we're going to do some very easy, basic recipes, 4 or 5 ingredients at a time, showcasing and celebrating food around the Med. I don't want to say just Spain exclusively. And yeah, let's get into it. So today we are making a John Dory. Yeah, we're going to grill a big piece of John Dory. This is a John Dory. Big ugly fucker, also known as St. Pierre or St. Peter's fish. They believe that St. Peter once pulled a John Dory out of the sea by these, it's got 2 marks either side, yeah? This bit and that bit. And they believe that he picked the fish up like this, and then all the fishes were tattooed with his fingerprints. 100% bullshit. It's just a fish, isn't it? It is a fish. Beautiful John Dory I bought from the market yesterday. You can get these in England. Only fish with 6 fillets, so it feels like you're getting bang for buck. And we're just gonna do grilled John Dory, parsley, capers, onions, little pan sauce, maybe a splash of white wine, and we're gonna eat this for breakfast. Now, kindly, my fishmonger has trimmed all of the fins. There's fins running this way, fins across the back, taken all the guts out, split it, left the head on. I wanted to leave the head on because there's beautiful bits of meat in the cheeks of bigger fish, right? So someone's gonna be lucky and get to eat the fish cheeks. Take it home, rinse it, dry it off completely. That's the only thing we need to do to this fish, other than seasoning, is make sure that it's completely fucking dry. Otherwise, it's gonna stick to our grill. I'm using a grill that I haven't really used before. We're cooking completely over wood out here because apparently we're surrounded by the best trees in Mallorca that produce the best firewood, so that's what we're going with. I'm gonna set this to one side, and I'm just gonna start doing things for the sauce, right? So here, I've got a lemon. I'm gonna top and tail it, and we're just gonna follow the rind around. Basically, all we want is the flesh of the lemon. Don't want any pith, I don't want any bitterness. This is gonna go into the sauce at the end and give us like little bites of acidity, yeah? And then from here, I just want to get my knife in between each segment and just pull out the flesh, right? So I'm going to go down on one side and then pull out a beautiful piece of flesh. Now, it probably doesn't look as good because it's on a yellow knife, but you understand. Just taking the flesh out. No pith, no rind, nothing. So we're just getting rid of the pith and the rind. The rind and the pith has the ability to go bitter, and all we really want from this is like little fibrous bits of lemon. So we're still going to use lemon juice, but this is just going to give us another characteristic, another profile, another change in texture, basically. It's commonly done in France when pan frying like a big piece of plaice. And where we're in Spain, I want to do like beautiful Mediterranean things, but approach them with a Turkish hat on. So olive oil, garlic, parsley, lemons, capers, fish, all big things in Spain. So when I went to the fish market this morning, I saw a beautiful John Dory and I was like, fuck it, I'll have that. It wasn't cheap, but I'm on holiday, bro. I'm drinking sangria and eating John Dory. Like, life's good, fam, you get me? Lemon segments are done. I've just got some bog standard parsley. The parsley here is like quite small and young. So I'm just gonna chop through it, stalks and all. Just wanna go fine with it. The finer we cut it, the more it's going to spread through our sauce, right? I like to see the green of parsley. I don't want big bits in swimming in an ocean. I want fucking little tiny bits in each bite, right? That's the parsley done. Capers, don't need to prep. That's the caper prep done. Thank me later. Open the jar, set it aside. So that's our prep done, right? Look, lemons, capers, parsley, finito. Prep done. Let's move on to the fish, stick it on the grill and try not to fuck it. I only bought one. If it fucks it, we're still gonna run with it. It is what it is, right? Fish talk, let's go. So yeah, blah, 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 St. Peter's pinch, black spot here, black spot there. Picked it up out of the water, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. What we need to worry about now is a completely dry fish, yeah? Completely dry fish means that we're grilling hard, crispy skin as soon as we touch the grill. If there's any water on this fish, when it goes on the grill, it's gonna have the ability to boil, and that's why you end up with sticky fucking fish, right? Any of you that have read the book, Fillet of Fish 101, or seen our video where we grill a beautiful piece of fish with just a wedge of lemon, it's the same principles with every fucking fish, right? Doesn't matter what it is, salmon, trout, turbot, monkfish, trout, bass, mackerel. Yeah, George said mackerel behind the camera, I was running out of fish. Same principles, dry, olive oil, salt, grill. Yeah, that is it, always. So, liberal with the olive oil, right? I want to cover every bit, eyes, head, from fucking mouth to arse, I want olive oil on, right? And then we're gonna season, super generous. This is a big fish, there's no salt touching the inside of this fish, so we want salt on the outside, right? I'm gonna do the same on the inside. Just for the person that wants to eat that nice little bit inside, or the cheeks, or the head, that they've got salt too. We're not missing those out. And then same again. Head to arsehole. There's a fly knocking about. I'm just gonna season it when it comes around. To the grill. Not in our usual setup, all logs, Argentinian grill, which means it's got like a crank handle to do layers, but we want to go low so that we're cooking hard and fast. We're in a beautiful Airbnb in Mallorca. We'll put the link in the description if you and your friends want to come knock about 10 man deep. It's a good little spot. So, we're at a solid 2 count, right? There's still some flames knocking about, it doesn't matter, but we're going to go on with our big piece of John Dory, right? Now, when you go on, I want to go on this way. I want to go on so that the belly is facing me, so it makes it easier for me to turn, right? Please don't fuck up. Instant sizzler. Barmalan. The logs that we're cooking with are really big, so if you don't break them down, they just retain heat. What you want to do is take the log to a point where it's starting to smoke and char on the outside, and then try to break them so it turns into little bits of charcoal, which then supplies you with more heat. The more smaller bits you've got, the more heat you're producing. If it's one big log, it's just going to lay there and be like, I'm hot. It's not what we want when we barbecue. We want consistent fire, right? Just do its thing, bruv. Let it hiss. Gonna turn the fish with this thing. I don't have my own kit in it, so we're just fucking using what we can. This is like a baby shovel. Just gonna get in between the bars and try to flip the fish over. It's lifting, as I give it a little nudge, it does lift. So I think we're good to go. Fish is pulled, right? And what we want to do is let it rest. John Dory has like this gelatinous, sticky resting juice that we're then going to use to make like a little pan sauce. So at this point, we're just going to chill, acclimatise, pat our heads dry, stop sweating, maybe take our socks. I'm wearing socks, I might just take my socks off, bro. George is shaking his head like, you fucking mug. But yeah, man, I'm hot. John Dory's cooked. Just need to find a nice hot spot for us to lay a pan down. We're not doing loads of cooking, it's just like a warm through job, just for something to pour over the top and for it to be chef's kiss, you get me? Our fish has rested like 15 minutes. We've got all this juice here, right? We do not want to lose any of this like sticky, delicious, salty fish sauce, right? We're gonna build a pan sauce around this basically. And all we're gonna do is like white wine, chicken stock, fish juice, and then the bits that we chopped up earlier. We're gonna bring it all together with some olive oil, pour it on top of our fish and eat it. So follow me to the stove. This is our stove, outdoor stove. Obviously you do this indoors. Pan's on, it's hot. I've got a nice bit of white wine. Straight in with our white wine, right? Let that cook off. And then we're gonna go in with our beautiful bit of fish juice. Get it all in. A nice bump of chicken stock. It's gonna give us background and body. Right, so if you're doing this on your cooker, high heat, biggest ring, as soon as your wine goes in, you want it to evaporate, then we're gonna add our juice, our chicken stock. We want it to bubble. We're gonna basically reduce it by half, and then we're gonna emulsify olive oil into it to thicken, right? So you wanna do this hard and fast. Make sure it's bubbling at all times and coming down, yeah? Right, so my sauce has come down by half. I've got smoke in my eyes. I'm gonna go a couple capers. This is just like a little acidity. A little handful of our sliced lemon. And then loads and loads of parsley. You want vibrancy, you want green, delicious. In it goes. We've just left our fish on the side to warm through again. Give it a little taste. Yeah, fucking yum. Salty, it's got depth from chicken stock, acidity from white wine. And now what we've got to do is add a little splash of olive oil. Literally splash olive oil, just to give it that brightness and that viscousness. In France they'd use butter, but we're here in the Med, and olive oil, they basically make olive oil where we live in it, so we're using nice olive oil. And then just a little bit of agitation. Ah! Ah! I can't see a fucking thing. Anyway, push on through, push on cool. But yeah, this is what we're looking for. Just like a beautiful, wishy-washy pan sauce to go over the top. So when you're first reducing over the stove, taste it, right? Put your white wine in, let it fry off, add your chicken stock, then taste, right? The Once you've reduced your chicken stock by half, it will get sweeter and deeper. And what we're looking for is a change of colour and half the volume of liquor that you went in with. That way we know we've intensified, we've reduced, we're bringing everything to the forefront. When you're at that point, it's then time to add your vibrant stuff. It's your capers, your lemons, your parsley. You don't want to cook it out. Olive oil to finish, a little agitation for thickness, and that's it. No longer than that. It's a quick pan sauce. Don't be there all day. You've done the star of the show. You've put all your effort into a beautiful fish, whatever fish it may be. You just want something that you can mop over the top. Do you know what I mean? That's all you're looking for. And a sauce like that is just basic French cookery, right? So it can be done with meat, fish, pork, any bit of stock you got knocking about. If I put a little bit of fish stock in there, it would have been delicious. We'd have known it was a fishy dish. But where it's got chicken stock in it, it could just go over a roast piece of chicken, almost like a gravy. It's a very versatile one. It's just about understanding how sauces are made and what flavors you can add in order to get more impact in flavor, right? Let's fucking eat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I just want to pour over this beautiful liquor. Let it seep through. John Dory's have 3 fillets on either side, right? So they break apart naturally. There's no pin bone, so you don't have to worry about getting bones in your mouth. I'm gonna show you how to fillet one. Oh. So look, this is the first fillet breaking apart. Natural line. I've done nothing to it. Flip her out. Got a beautiful piece of John Dory. Little spoon of the sauce. A little salt on top. And then some mouth action. First ever recipe done in someone else's house in sunshine. Big up the Spaniards. Fucking yum. John Dory, right, is like a mixture between cod and turbot. So like, it's got the flakiness of a piece of cod, but it's got the gelatinous, sticky, delicious bit of a beautiful piece of turbot. It's not a cheap fish, but once you eat one, you understand it's fucking great. Acidity from capers, lemon, white wine, freshness of parsley. Make her this one. John Dory, as I said earlier, is the only fish in the sea with 6 fillets, right? So yes, it's an expensive fish, but you're getting bang for buck. You're feeding 4 people instead of 2. We use them in restaurants purely because it's the one that we make markup on. It's like, oh, I'll buy John Dory. It means I've got 6 portions and make all my money back. It's a chef's secret. Little secret to the industry. And we've got some of the best seafood in the world in the UK, man, and we need to eat it. So the top side, where it's cooked longer to get our presentation side, it's got a really nice, like, log smoke flavour that really, like, I don't know, I just feel like smoked fish is one of those beautiful things, man. I'm just going to put a little bit more juice over the top. And there's not much else that you need in the world, man. Fucking beautiful fish in a beautiful place. Spending your hard-earned cash to feed your friends and family. Make a little fucking like onion-heavy salad. Serve it with some bread. And you're laughing, bro. You are laughing. So today we've done this with John Dory. I just really like eating fish in the sun, right? But on a winter's day in the UK, roast the chicken, collect all your chicken juices, add your chicken stock, all the same ingredients. Maybe go with a big bit of black pepper or chili flake. Give it that little oomph. Fish doesn't need that. But it's a pan sauce that can be built from nothing. It's a byproduct of the main ingredient. And it's just one that you should just knock out and try. I'm gonna eat this with a nice piece of bread. Me and George are gonna drop cameras. I'm gonna call the team over. I'm gonna eat some John Dory for breakfast. Yeah, man, Spain, bro. Big España, cuz, you get me? Nice, isn't it?
Thanks.
Yeah, it's alright. Nice George bit. Nice George bit. This bit for George. George! George!
Chop House Films.
Can you say films?
Film.
Films.
Films.